Hello everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns. I've got another one of these Umarex Peacemakers. This is obviously the nickel version. This is the .177 caliber pellet shooting version. I have not tested one of these out yet on the Chronograph, so it'll be interesting to see how well it performs. I have RWS hobby grade pellets, and these are, I believe they're 0.45 gram and 7 grain, depends on how you know which unit of measurement you want to go by, but about 0.45 grams, 7 grain. Typically pellets, you measure them in grain, so 7 grain. Lighter pellet, not a heavy pellet, not a crazy heavy pellet, but not the lightest either. They're not high velocity or anything like that. I've got a bunch of different videos for these Colt Peacemakers, most of them in the BB versions, not really too many in pellet other than the tabletop. I did do the John Wayne Duke single action pistols again. Remember, I did that video, so check out that tabletop video. There's all kinds of them out there. There's even airsoft versions of these guns available too. So anyways, we do sell this in our Canada Replica Airgun store, so make sure to check that out. Today we're going to do the field test. Obviously, I'm outside, and we're going to shoot 6 rounds, since it's a 6-shot, through the Chronograph, and then six rounds from a target 30 feet back, and see what kind of performance we can get. So hopefully we get most of the readings. I only have 6 shots. So I'm hoping that most of them read properly for me, and we'll just average out what I get basically. So here we go. And we got an error right off the get-go. Hopefully that's not what happens throughout this video. There we go. 318.3. Nothing. Nothing. I'm going to get back a little bit. Well, we might have to redo some of this testing. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Not getting much in the way of... I'm going to try with the lights. It is a little bit dark out. Okay. Not working so good for me. We're going to go back inside. I'm going to reload. I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. So we're going to reload. Try this in a sec. All right, let's give it another try. Let's see if we can get at least a couple more readings. I'm going to try stepping back just a little bit. No. Maybe forward. There we go. 44. Wow, what a different reading. 333. Error. We are all over the map. Not sure why. Well, we got 3 readings so far. Just not liking this gun in terms of reading the Chronograph. I did get 3 rounds to read. I'm just going to have to average on those. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't think the Chronograph... I'm not really sure why the Chronograph isn't working so well, because there's enough light out here. It's been working great for me lately. Not really sure, but we're just going to have to go on that. That's what I've got today. All right, let's head back 30 feet. I know the accuracy portion of this test will go a little better. All right, we're set up here, 30 feet back, paper target, semi-rested position, Colt action, single action, Army, right? We got the Umarex here in .177 caliber pellets. Again, using those 7 grain RWS pellets. Let's see if we can get a nice grouping here. BB version didn't do too bad. With this rifled barrel, we should get a pretty decent result. It just depends on how I do today. All right, here we go. A little high, but that's okay. If it groups tight, that's fine. I'm a little jittery today. A little too much coffee. I see one went a little high. Okay, let's take a look. There was one that went a little bit high. You know, it's probably the coffee. I mean, I'm going to throw that one out just because you can obviously see right there. I'm going to throw that out. That was me. I know it was. I know I pulled it a little. I know I could get that grouping pretty consistently. That's like a 3/4 inch group. Paper kind of ripped a little bit, but that's with totally within 1 inch. 3/4 inch group. I was aiming basically so that this was kind of my target. So this went up a little bit. That's okay though. I mean, different ranges it might shoot a little lower. Not a big deal. Up closer it actually might shoot lower too, but you know, a little further out it might shoot lower. So, you know, pretty good. I mean, I'm really happy with the accuracy. It felt pretty strong. I mean, the pellets were getting to the target fairly quickly. I know in the chronograph reading I was all over the map and very few of them read. I did load it up twice and give it a go 2 times. Only got 3 results, somewhere in the 300s. There was one up in the 400s. To me, it sounds like the pellet's getting there a little quicker than 300 FPS. So I'm going to say this gun is shooting at least in the high 300s. You know, maybe hitting some of the low 400s some of the time. I wish my chronograph was cooperating with me today a little bit better. I did another test just after I tested this gun on the chronograph and using airsoft BBs, and it worked perfectly. So you never know. Just didn't like those lead pellets today, I guess. All right, nice pistol. Always great action on these guns. I love shooting these single action armies. You know, definitely check out my other reviews. I've got tons of different reviews, and you know, me shooting clay pigeons with them and all kinds of stuff, just having fun with them. So check those videos out. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. The username is Replica Airguns. Also come on down to replicaairguns.com where I have articles, posts, reviews, lots of photos of these pistols as well. And of course our Canada and US online Replica Airgun stores where we sell BB guns, air guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, pellet guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.